Billy, we're speaking just ahead of our trip to Newport on Saturday. I think it's a nice time to sort of reflect on the FA Cup itself and the journey that we've had to get to this stage of the competition. How much have you and the team enjoyed being in the FA Cup so far?
I think Ricky, we've probably 48 hours now to the cup game, which is as good a time as any to reflect on the FA Cup. I think coming in at the fourth qualifying round helps. And when you look at the competition, I think the first games were back in August, so just shows you how big this competition is. And up to now, we've had a good run. You know, the Dover game was a bit of a limp. We were dominated the game, but we were, if I can remember rightly, we were very short of players at that time, to the point that Carts got us through. Actually, Carts scored the goal, and most of us knew that he was going to be leaving on the Monday, but put his hand in the air to play on the Saturday. So Carts got us through that one. Boreham Wood game was a good day, and we played very, very well that day, probably as well as we've played all season. And then the excitement starts to come with the Reading game and everything around it, with being on national TV, being on at Sunday lunchtime. And Sunday lunchtime can be one of them games where it's on in the background. I'm sure there was quite a few people that then started, this could go the right way that everybody wanted it to go, I suppose, apart from Reading fans, that is. And it was a good day, and it was good to have a full house here. There's not enough times at this football club that we're not getting 3,500-4,000 people in the ground, and it was a good day. It was a very good day. I was quietly confident, as you all know, that I had told a couple of people during the week I thought we'd do well, but all around, everything around it, and the enthusiasm it brought from the fans, the actual outside interest from the media, national media, it's great, and it's not so much as it was, because we're not on the telly for the Newport game, but it's still there. It's great. It's going to be a good day. We've got to make sure it's a very, very good day by getting a result.
Yeah, and just speaking on sort of the more current time this week in training, how's it been?
Well, it's a lot on defending again. If we concede 4 goals Saturday, we won't win. But lads have been a bit more upbeat than they were last week, which I'd expect, because of the game that's at the end of the week. Lads are sprightly, nice and tidy, been working hard and everything they've asked to do. Come to work with a smile on the face and enjoyed training. But I'd expect that. I'd be disappointed if we hadn't.
Yeah, are you able to provide an update just sort of on players that are available for this fixture?
They're all available. Everybody's available. And this is probably one of the most difficult periods of me being the manager of this club, because up until now, we've probably had the same 15, 16 players to choose from week on, week out, with injuries, suspensions and everything else. So it's difficult now, and we're going to have probably 21 players available for Saturday. So we'll just makes your job difficult. Not everybody can play. Not everybody can be picked. But it's like I say to the players, nowadays, any team that starts the game is not the same team that finishes the game. So we need, as I say, lots of times to you, Ricky, we need our subs on Saturday to be our best supporters. We've got a good following going down there Saturday. They need to get behind us. Frustration aside, which they will have at times, because we'll be without the football for long periods of time, they need to get behind us, they need to support us, they need to get onto us, they need to really, really get behind us and help us make it a good day.
Yeah, you mentioned about it being a tough decision because of the amount of players we have available. Is that also a benefit? Is that everyone's sort of competing for a spot? There's no sort of complacency of knowing that they're going to be picked?
No, there's not. There is that, but then you've got to manage, or I've got to manage the disappointment of players that are not playing on a game that they're actually all looking forward to and actually all want to play in. So, some players carry their disappointment differently. Some of them will be like, no, it's all about the team. Others, it's like, no, I wanted to play in this game and I'm disappointed. And it's hard to sometimes get behind them players, because some of them players are disappointed. You might be needed after 5 minutes to go on the pitch. So, I have a job to make, a decision to make. And I'll make what decision I think for this game is the team that can go out there and start the game and get us in a foothold to then look at your substitutions that might be able to carry us over the line.
Perfect. Cheers, Eddie.
Thank you.